So, our cities are drowning in waste. Landfills are overflowing, incinerators are burning, and recycling programs are strained to the max. Our throwaway culture has put immense pressure on city governments and our planet as a whole. But what if we could turn this problem into an opportunity? What if we could achieve zero waste in our cities? So, hey, y'all, I'm Stacy Savage, aka the Texas Trash Talker, your zero waste expert and recycling nerd of 20 years. I'm founder and CEO of Zero Waste Strategies, an environmental consulting firm specializing in waste reduction for increased revenue, deeper customer loyalty, employee empowerment, and to drive a green marketing edge. So, going zero waste is not only achievable, but one of the most impactful steps that cities can take toward a sustainable future. When implemented effectively, zero waste policies can actually transform cities into engines of environmental protection, economic growth, and social change. So in this video, we're going to explore real quick, several compelling reasons why city leaders need to adopt zero waste strategies today, from saving money to saving resources, driving sustainability, and improving quality of life. We can uncover some incredible benefits of zero waste for city governments, businesses, and its citizens. The solutions are available, and we need the will to actually change the course of our disposable society. So get ready for an exciting program and a paradigm shift. So let's get down the path to zero waste. It's one of the most important journeys our cities can embark upon. So let's get started. So reason number one I'd like to cover is saving money and resources. So going zero waste really saves city governments money by reducing waste collection and landfill costs. So composting organic waste like food waste, yard waste, can also produce valuable soils and nutrients to nurture city parks, community gardens, and even help local farmers with nutrients in their own soil, since they're the ones that may be growing the crops of the foods that we bring home to our own families, maybe at farmers markets. So overall, reducing waste through recycling and composting and reuse programs really extends the lifespan of landfills and conserves natural resources. Another one is creating jobs. This is huge because it goes to show that implementing these zero waste policies creates new local jobs at the local level. It creates a hyper level market, and builds up industry around recycling, compost, reuse, and waste reduction. If you take a look at the EPA statistics, for every 10,000 tons of waste created, it creates only one job at a local landfill, but at a composting facility, that same 10,000 tons would create 4 jobs. At a recycling facility, would create about 10 jobs. And in the reuse sector would create closer to 75 to 250 jobs for that same amount of materials. So we're not beating around the bush here whenever we're saying that zero waste creates hyper local markets and local job creation. So building out the infrastructure for these programs is really critical as well. And this is probably going to take some applications to apply for grants, registering for grants as a local government. There's the Inflation Reduction Act through the Biden administration. Literally billions of dollars have been set aside for climate risk mitigation. And that can be your recycling programs, getting more infrastructure, enticing recycling businesses to come into your local community and process the material that your residents and businesses are generating. This could also be at the local level, regional councils of government that can issue grants from the state or the federal level. So working with your local councils of government to apply for grants can also be a real budget saver also. So also doing educational and outreach programs to create those positions within the city government, create those positions at the local level. So next, I want to cover supporting health. Reducing waste, especially food waste, is something that can improve public health by alleviating the burden on landfills and incinerators. So keeping this organic material out of landfills prevents the release of methane, which is a very potent greenhouse gas. In fact, it's estimated to be 21 to 72 times more potent than carbon dioxide. So the methane gas release happens when the food waste and yard waste starts to biodegrade. So having proper organic waste management programs also reduces vermin and odors to landfill sites, and overall just boost the zero waste policies that help foster cleaner neighborhoods. Next is driving sustainability. So zero waste policies align with broader sustainability goals within a city. So think about carbon footprint reduction, resource conservation, responsible consumption. These policies really help cities build and outline closed loop systems that maximize the lifespan of materials through the continuous reuse and introduction of recycling. So this takes the linear economy that we're in currently, where you make it, you take it and you dump it, and it loops them so that there are multiple lifespans for these materials, and you can put them back into the system, and that's where your job creation comes from. So you're not investing the time and energy and money that it takes to extract raw materials, refining that, and then making it into a product. You've already got the materials. All you need to do is break it down, remanufacture it, refabricate it, and bring it to market as a new product. And that again is where the jobs come from. So this really supports the circular economy, getting away from that linear economy, and it reduces the reliance on resource extraction, like I said. So next would be improving your quality of life for your residents and people that run businesses in your community. Citizens really benefit from zero waste policies through cleaner public spaces, access to recycling and composting programs, and it becomes a point of pride in contributing to a more sustainable city. So educational components can also increase awareness and change behaviors around consumption and waste at home. So these are mirrored behaviors that can be done at home, at work, and at play, and whenever you're recreating at local or state parks. So it really drives the education and the imprint in people's brains that leaving no trace behind, right? When you're out in those local and state parks, or recycling and food waste composting at your work, because that's the policy and that's what is expected of you. And it helps drive, a greener, sustainable operation for your business or the company that you work at. And then mirroring those behaviors at home, teaching your children as well. So this creates just a positive social and environmental shift in the mind frame that waste or trash is, something that does not have value. These are actually material discards that are very valuable and that fetch a commodity pricing on the materials market. So let me know if you have any questions, or if you'd like for me to expand or modify any part of this that might be able to address your particular city issues at the local level. I can be reached on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. And that way we can continue discussions. I just gave a zero waste presentation last night to a local city council, and we had a packed house. There's full of residents, the entire chamber, and the city council members were very, very interested in the jobs creation piece and the economic development piece of what zero waste can do for these cities. And a local neighboring community got wind that I did a presentation last night, and they want me to do a presentation at their city council meeting. So it's kind of doing the education, speaking out about this, and also contacting your own local officials to say, hey, I support these types of policies. Let's go for it. There's got to be the public support and the business support for it as well. So if you have any questions, if you're interested in having me give a presentation to your local city council or maybe your community group, let me know, and I would be more than happy to discuss what that looks like with you. But either way, this change is not going to come unless the residents and the businesses move their own local governments and working their way up to state government as well, move these policies forward. So you have the power to do this. We need to come together, educate ourselves, and move the city culture to one of sustainability. So let me know if you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All right, thanks y'all. Hopefully I will see you soon. And that's all for me. Texas Trash Talker, peace out. Bye.